Fairgrounds USA, countyfairgrounds.net. Welcome to today's podcast.
This is Amanda.
Hi, Amanda. This is Karen from County Fairgrounds, and you're the Chief Operating Officer of the Tulsa State Fair. Is that right?
That is correct.
Okay, so the fair is about to open. So what's new and exciting this year?
That is correct. Good morning. Thanks for having me on the show today. Yes, the Tulsa State Fair is just right around the corner, and it starts on Thursday, September 26th.
Okay, so what's new and exciting this year?
Some of the new things that we have are we've renamed our lower level stage to the Gathering Place stage, and we put a lot of emphasis on cultural diversity there. So we've got Wonders of Mexico, Chinese Acrobats of Hawaii, the Chicago Boys. So it'll be a great lineup that'll be very intriguing for our guests. We also have some really fun ground shows with Flippin' Extreme and the Penguin High Dive Show. And we've created a new outdoor kind of backyard party tent feel with the Pearl Beach Backyard Party Tent, where we'll have cornhole tournaments and daily yard games. So that'll be a lot of fun as well.
Do you know what your attendance has been in the past?
Typically, we're a little over 1 million visitors during the 11 days of Awesome, and just depending on the weather, but we're right around 1 million people each year.
You also have Disney on Ice, right?
We certainly do. We're one of the only fairs in the country that have Disney on Ice associated with the Tulsa State Fair. And so we're very fortunate to have Disney on Ice on our opening weekend. And so that'll be Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And they do, on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, they do 3 performances per day. So it's a lot of fun for families to come out and experience that show on ice. It just gives a different perspective.
Okay, let's talk about parking. Parking is always an issue, especially for seniors. You want to talk to me about your parking?
Our parking on site is all paid parking, and we did that to be efficient and have our parkers be able to assist everybody. We do have a significant amount of accessible parking as well, and then we also have the Fair Transit system, which will operate Thursdays through Sundays, which is a shuttle system that you park at a nearby business location. We've got Hale High School, and then we also have the Promenade Mall. So each of them are within a couple miles away from our fairgrounds, and you park there and then can ride the shuttle to free to the front door of the pavilion.
Okay. Do you have any, help for seniors?
We do have a courtesy shuttle that runs throughout the grounds, and it mainly stays in the infield area because that's such a large parking lot. But typically, we've got the different scooters that seniors can rent. We've got scooters for rent, wheelchairs to rent, and then we do have a few courtesy shuttles to assist those guests in need.
What is the 5K Corndog Classic? What is that?
The Corndog Classic 5K is something that we started 9 years ago. So that will actually occur on Saturday, September 21st. And it's a really fun 5K that has, if you do the challenge, you've got food stops along the way. So you have a mini corn dog stop, a caramel apple stop, a lemonade stop. And then each of our participants, no matter which type of race that you signed up for, all of the finishers get free McKinney's corn dogs. So it's a lot of fun, and it goes for a great cause. And that run benefits the Northeast Oklahoma Food Bank and the United Way.
Okay. All right. So we check in. Do you have a map of the fairgrounds to hand people?
We do. We have a really great visitor's guide that's pretty concise. It's got a map. It's got the schedules for each of the days in there. And it's really a lot of content and knowledge in this small brochure that's easy to handle and you can carry around with you.
Right. Okay. So what's good and new for kids under 12?
For kids under 12, my recommendation would definitely be all the kid rides. For a 12-year-old, I think they would definitely be able to handle some of the extreme rides as well. But we've got the Wild Science. We'll have Sarah the Cheese Lady doing a sculpture. Then, of course, all the great ground shows that I've mentioned. Of course, we have the all-time favorite with the Perondi All-Star Stunt Dog Show returning, so they'll definitely enjoy that. And then I don't want to forget about any of the livestock and agriculture aspects that kids under 12 will have a great experience in these areas with the petting zoo and the hands-on activities that we have. We've got a lot of educational information. We've got the birthing center as well, which is really great because our goal, at the Tulsa State Fair is to really educate people about agriculture, where their food comes from, and it's a great learning opportunity for kids to enjoy in a fun environment.
Do you have any grounds acts?
Yeah, some of our grounds acts are the All-Star Stunt Dog Challenge, the Flippin' Extreme, which is kind of a variety show. We've got tight roping in it and the motorcycle in a cage and things of that nature. And then we've got the Penguin High Dive Show, are the outdoor attractions. And then on the interior stage, we've got the Chinese Acrobats of Hawaii, the Chicago Boys, Ron Diamond, Turtle Creek Cloggers, and the last weekend of the fair, we've got the Miss Tulsa State Fair pageant.
Okay. So what entertainers are going to be on your main stage this year?
We've got a really great lineup. So we've got Aaron Watson, Genuine, Lanco, For King and Country, Lovely the Band, Rival Sons, Bone Thugs and Harmony, Chris Jansen, Whiskey Myers, La Fiera de Ojinaga on the last Sunday. And one highlight about Whiskey Myers, he's been on the hit show Yellowstone several times this season. So we're really excited about the lineup, and we've got a lot of great acts coming on our Oklahoma stage that was brand new in 2018.
Okay, so where do they get tickets for that?
So our Tulsa State Fair, we pride ourselves with being a lot to do once you get in the gates for free. And so most of our entertainment is free once you get into the fair. There is a VIP section ticket that's right at the front in the reserve section that you can purchase online at tulsastatefair.com. But the majority of the seating for the concert is completely free. Okay, that sounds good. I'd like to ask, too, about 4-H and what have you got for the 4-Hers and what's in some of the buildings for the 4-Hers? So 4-H and FFA are a huge participant in our agriculture shows as well as our competitive exhibits classes. And so they are busy working and putting their projects together, and those will be on display at the Central Park Hall, where we also have a cooking stage in there as well and various wood turner type demonstrations. We've got a pumpkin patch display, a horticulture display. So there's a wide variety of areas for 4-H and FFA to participate in. And you have plenty of restroom facilities, right? We certainly do. We're very fortunate on our 240 acres that we have many permanent facilities that have restrooms in there. But one feature that we're excited about as a team is that we have done away with porta-johns out on the midway areas, and we have brought in really nice restroom trailers this year. A lot of them are brand new and have really nice accommodations inside. So we're really excited to have that opportunity to provide our guests with another level of experience whenever it comes to utilizing the restrooms, which, as you all know, is so important. Right, especially for the seniors, which I am one of. So, yes. Okay, so what's your favorite fair food? Gosh, I would have to say my favorite fair food is, I've got a couple. You can't go wrong with a corn dog. I'm a huge advocate and fan of fried pickles, and I typically have a daily caramel apple. As a senior, I like to look for fancy-looking salads and things like that. I was just going to ask you, do you have any healthy kind of foods? We have some. I would say most of the vendors, though, are focused on something that is not quite as healthy, with everything deep fried at the fair. But And we do have a few vendors that have some sandwiches and offerings that include a salad and whatnot. We've got a great Amish Kitchen that has some chicken noodle soup and things of that nature. So there's a variety, but I definitely think the majority of fair patrons definitely come for their annual corn dog.
Funnel cakes. They tell me they come for the funnel cakes. So.
We have plenty of
Yes.
those, too.
I would imagine you do. Do you have any idea how many food vendors you have this year?
Not off the top of my head, but typically we have, I would say, it's over 200 different food vendors.
Okay, and what about craft booths and craft kind of things?
When you say craft, like things that have just been made or hands-on or both?
Yeah, both. Exhibit
Okay.
buildings?
Oh, absolutely. We're very fortunate. We've got a facility called the Expo Center, and that building is 400,000 plus square feet, and that's where most of our consumer products and vendor booths are located. And we also have a really great building that is just across from the Expo Center called the Exchange Center. And in the Exchange Center, we have a great area that features made in Oklahoma products. And those products are all locally sourced and vendors that are owners in the state of Oklahoma, and they work through the Department of Agriculture to participate in the Tulsa State Fair. So it's a lot of fun. You know, there's a variety of different vendors over there, from salts, like bath salts, to locally made honey, to wood-carved items and cutting boards. So it's a really neat, fun area to walk through and get something that is special and definitely you can't find anywhere else.
Okay, so suppose you're a family, say like a 5 with some kids, younger kids. When you come in the gate, what would be the first thing that you would recommend them do?
I would recommend them go see the dog show.
Okay. You want to tell me a little bit about it?
The dog show, Chris Perondi has been coming to our fair for, over probably 10 years, and really takes ownership in what he does and just does a phenomenal job, not only with this show, but raising his animals and communicating with the audience the importance of the dogs and where the dogs came from. A lot of them were shelter dogs that he has really invested into them and taught them all the different tricks. And so it gives you a new perspective on, you know, taking a shelter type animal and making sure they're loved and taken care of. And they have turned into a wonderful entertainment act. So it's just a really great story, and it's definitely something that I think every family should watch.
That sounds like fun. And what for seniors? What would you recommend the seniors do first?
I would say they really would enjoy going to the Central Park Hall building, and that's where all the competitive exhibits are displayed in the cooking stage. And I think they would really appreciate all the creativity and hard work that those individuals have done to put into their pieces of artwork and photography and paintings and things. And I think that would really be a lot of fun for a senior citizen to come in there and just see all the different creativity and views of the world. It's always a fun thing for me to walk through and see all the different art.
See, that's nice. And what I like about this is that you have a map. So you would be surprised. You would be surprised at how many fairs don't have a map. Okay. That's why I always ask.
Yeah, map and signage is probably one of the biggest things that I try to emphasize and focus on with our team. And making sure we communicate and provide directions to our guests. You know, it's all about the guest experience and about them, you know, being able to know when things are going on, where things are going on. And so we've really put a great focus on that signage and communication and maps.
Okay, let's close with the carnival. What hours is your carnival open?
Our carnival is open depending on the day, but mostly it opens around 11 a.m. to midnight. But during weekdays, it starts at noon to 11. So on the weekends, it's 11 to midnight. and then on the weekdays it's noon to 11. And we've got a great carnival partnership with North American Midway Entertainment, and they bring a wonderful professional product that we're super fortunate to have at the Tulsa State Fair.
Sounds good. So do you have anything else you want to add about this year's Tulsa State Fair?
I would say that we've got so much going on. There's a little bit of everything, and if you definitely can find something for everyone at the Tulsa State Fair. But we have a lot of information on our website where you can do the food finder to the product finders. We've got all the schedules on there as well. Our website is also really great on a mobile device. So I would just encourage everyone to not only look at the visitor's guide that we have, but also to, visit our website at tulsastatefair.com and follow us on our social media feeds.
Okay, so the Tulsa State Fairgrounds has other activities during the year. What is coming up after the Tulsa State Fair?
Well, we roll right into the National Arabian Horse Show, so we never stop at Expo Square. We're constantly going. We produce and are part of around 300-plus events a year, so we roll right out of the fair back into our event facility, but the next big show, which is just about a week and a half after the Tulsa State Fair, is the Arabian show. Okay, and after that, do you know? After the Arabians, some of our fall shows include an Affair of the Heart, which is a craft and gift type show. We also have the USA BMX Nationals, which is a bicycle sporting event. It's their top event in the country that we host over Thanksgiving weekend. We also have the Chili Bowl and the Chili Bowl Nationals and the Midget Nationals. Those are in December and January, which is the mini sprint cars that race inside our big expo building. We also have the world's largest gun show with the Tulsa Wanamaker Gun Show. So we just definitely have lots of events right after the fair and this fall, and we're just excited to keep the momentum going. Sounds good. All right, I hope you have a great fair. Thank you very much, Amanda. Thank you so much. It was great talking with you, and I hope you have a great day and maybe can come out to the Tulsa State Fair sometime. Thank you. Bye-bye. Take care. Bye-bye.